Good morning, grasshoppers. X-ray. Breakthrough. Many ways to accomplish the same goal. Is this really as simple as takes? The real trick is how to not get mated after queen to g5 check. And rook to h6, checkmate. Alright, two more before we start the tournament in 1 minute. Good morning, Apostolate. Good morning, Power Blunder. Time to get in the Swiss. Diligent daily dojo discipline. If I am Coach Andres really likes double D's, then there is no substitute for 4 D's. Oh, I didn't check. That was just a free rook. Very silly of me. Check followed by rook to b3. Alright, hopefully we got that one out of the way. Community? Dr. Nichterstein has not really moved. Let's see if we have our first round underway. Good morning, Learning Chess. Hopefully Learning Chess is really here.
So, yes. Okay.
Conte de Luna is on. Making progress. Jail and Amarado's falling away from 2000 in rapid. I'm not sure what's causing that. Good morning, Jeff.
Yes.
Good morning, yes, Jeff.
Deserves to be commented.
Your cat is meowing at you. Could be time for food. That's the main reason cats meow. They don't meow to get out the door to use the facilities. They
Miss it.
late joined and pause. That way you get to secure your Half point buy. I'm staying with the Alekhine for now. Even though learning chess and I
Okay, why not b4?
have had quite a number of good Sicilians.
Yes. e5. Try to create some activity. c5.
Good morning, learning chess. Probably the easiest of the variations to play against. Even in its most difficult line, the advanced variation is a Alekhine player's dream. I think almost every other.
Yes.
So now that bishop has moved, believe it or not.
Very unpleasant move. What to play now? Knight h6.
We're going to the same square. Wow, he moved the same piece twice?
Yes. This may be the...
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while.
Knight h3. Bishop g4. Yes.
This may be the first time I do a different strategy against the knight on f3.
You should play by your own brain. e6. Queen a4.
What in the world?
Yes.
I'm so torn as to what I want to do with this fellow.
He's thinking now. Only luck Nakam can help, or some chess god. Yes.
Yes.
Bishop takes c5. How many pieces are happening? 3 now.
Now this is the interesting thing. The queen could have taken the free bishop after a capture on c6, but then the rook in the uncastled state.
Bishop takes f3. Yes.
Girl in the world. Do I want to check or do I want to threaten to check?
No need maybe. Long castle. b4.
So now,
yes.
The first check is the deepest. So my thought is
now,
bishop takes f2, rook takes f2, rook g8 check, king f1.
yes.
Now it's just a matter of which rook to put on g8. I'm just gonna go in this direction.
King h1. His opponent. Yes.
Knight takes b4 also looked like it won a rook.
Yes.
But I'm after the king.
Take on c6. Take on c6. Queen.
So should I have used the d rook? Therein lies the tale.
Yes.
La 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 la.
Stay with us, yes.
Let's get rid of the shelter.
Yes. Yes. Take on h7 even.
Whoa. Where are you headed?
Queen f2. Best idea. G8.
One more threat.
Queen h3. Yes.
One more threat.
Queen take h2. Queen take f3. Check. So nice game. Queen g2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
The knight and the rook. I don't understand all the pawn moves. Thank you, learning chess, but I would suggest the main line of the Alekhine for the best growth. We've got logic and Kingslayer Sloan at it today. Make certain that you are following. If I can spell logic correctly. I'm hoping that's logic. Kingslayer Sloan is known as... I see, those are the names of their elite chess. The key ingredient was rook g1 check. I almost retreated my bishop. Never retreat, never surrender. After rook g1, bishop g1, I felt queen to g2 was the best way to batten down the hatches on the king side. Conte de Luna is here. I think Alekhine, yes he is. He is in battle as we speak, trying to decide how to accomplish his goal. Happy birthday to Alekhine, Alexander Grishik. We will check our calendar. Last night I filled out the calendar through the second week of December. So I think we're very close to having every day with a birthday on it.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends sat at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start.
This should lead to a loss of pawn. Is there a way to stop the loss of the pawn? Does that really do it? I think we have to blockade the pawn with rook h4 and then knight g5, and it's not going anywhere. Knight g5. I have not yet set up the tournaments for tomorrow. Uh-oh. Ron did not find the blockading idea, fixing the target. He still has another move to find the blockading idea of fixing the target with rook to h4. Can't let the knight get too close. Unless he's setting the trap. I'm not sure how well the trap is set. The problem with allowing king to e2 is that after anything takes on h3, the king takes on e2 on f3. Tomorrow, we're torn between Vasily Panov and the Panov attack. Vladimir Bukal Karol Skaklica, and Isidore Gunsberg.
I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
What do I want to share? Apostolate versus
I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body.
I tend to favor players who have pictures. So chances are, even though Gunsberg played a match for the World Chess Championship, he had a narrow loss against William Steinitz. I think I'm going to have to go with that one. As much as I want to go with let's go back to the game that they are probably discussing. Logic. Standard Kali Zukertort defense. I prefer not to castle so early. I prefer to play bishop to b7, queen to c7, perhaps even bishop to a6, especially since there's no queen to a4 check. I will share how I think. So I need to go back to Power Blunder's game. Where's Power Blunder? What are we talking about here? Looks like Ron did not discover rook h4. And the easier win. This knight and pawn endgame could be tough. Jail Enamorado is no slouch. Yeah, my game was fairly routine, unfortunately. How did I get down to 21-18? Karpov on the black side against Zijun, yesterday's birthday girl. Knight to c6. Knight a3 by Karpov. C takes d4 only after the knight on b1 has been committed. I'm not a huge fan of bishop f5. Therefore, this idea from the French is quite useful. Although after white in our game, white played... the idea was to open the G file. Also, because white had played bishop f4, they lose time by moving the same bishop twice. So I literally got a free move and a free open file, and I got the bishop pair. So let's take it from the French perspective. Let's flip. From a French perspective, the move comes up quite often as well, especially in the advanced French. Let me just make sure of this here. It comes up in the French. It's one of Moskalenko's flexible French concepts. And I'm just using it from the French defense. Basically, if this bishop already moves, let's say that white plays a move like bishop to e3, then knight h6 is very realistic. the Kupre-check system. I'm going to f5 if they don't stop me. The bishop's already committed to e3. In my position, the d4 pawn was already attacked once, twice, possibly a third time, and then of course a fourth time. So this French defense concept, let's just say in my game, I didn't want to. But a weakness power blunder is only a weakness if your opponent can get to it. Notice that the bishop and the knight have no way of getting to the square. So how do they get to f7? Only one piece can get to f7. That's the queen. This bishop is going to take a long haul, and it's going to take almost the same path as the queen. So yeah, f6 could be weakened, but I also have bishop e7, f6, and my queen is already on the deal. Yep. By the way, I don't worry about weaknesses. Weaknesses have to be real. Like Magnus Carlsen says, he doesn't believe in fortresses. In my games, I prefer not to believe in weaknesses until they are in front of me. Let's just say I cannot not play a move because in the future, I'm going to be concerned about what will be weak. And then my opponent's never even attacked it. What is that all about? If I worry about what's going to be weak in the future and my opponent never bothers to attack it, I'm clipping my own wings when I'm learning how to fly. So therefore, you have to be more aware and concentrate on what the moves do for you rather than what the moves, or be so concerned about what the moves are going to do for your opponent. It is true that you do have to worry about, I mean, obviously it is possibly a weakness. Yeah, it was a backward pawn. It wasn't on an open file. The thing I was concerned about in that game, and it was a very real possibility, was that I could have lost my bishop, which I have. So he moves his bishop to a square, which doesn't make sense. Then he moves his bishop to take my knight a second time. And I have the bishop pair, and I'm very happy here. And he gave me another square for my bishop, which is not thought to be a good move. I know what that's all about. Queen to b6 was more astute, just to prevent bishop to b5. And to tag this one. And again, I probably should have continued with queen to b6 again. But now queen a4 is actually threatening the bishop. It appears that I might have walked into it, but after d takes c5, bishop takes c5, bishop takes c6 check, b takes, and then queen takes g4. He's losing even more material on the back rank than he ever gave up. He plays queen g7, I just have to bring my rook over. And just barnacle. Or I could castle. Now that I think about it, I can just castle. If he ever plays queen g7, I just castle. It's true that I do have a weakness on these two squares, but like I said, I will cross that bridge when it appears on the GPS horizon. You do the overview on the GPS. I am hoping that we'll make it to 11 rounds today. We're so in. We didn't give Women's World Champion Shu Yuahua enough of a... And b4 was very inaccurate. Yeah, they had to play bishop takes check. And force me to commit either my queen to c6 or my pawn to b6. While it thinks I'm going to play queen takes b6, I feel like I really want to keep the pressure on this pawn. However, rook on 8d to g8 is probably the best move. Wow, it can't make up its mind either. Rook on h to g8 or rook on d to g8. Let's increase the font size there so everybody can see it. Shows what was true. Resistor from India. Good morning. I was listening to the Perpetual Chess Podcast this morning. Good morning, Merpant. World champion in the house.
Yes, cannot suggest any move.
You swiped all of my favorite emotes to a certain extent. Where did my Merpant emote go? It fell off of. I haven't used it enough. It actually might be afternoon for Merpant. I think Europe had a time change. Luca Contiglia can't play this tournament? I've been missing Luca. Alright. This fellow is very dangerous, so let's go very cautiously into the wind.
Knight f6.
What do you mean too many chess players participate? There's no such thing as too many chess players participating.
c6.
Oh yeah, my clock is running. I am the person who will get... Not in a Swiss, Merpant, not in a Swiss. I prefer Swisses for this reason. Alright, what are we gonna do with this person? Are they playing the Black Lion?
Big fighter. He's trying to make perpetual check.
Alright,
Opponent, knight
I'm willing to find out.
Knight b7.
We might be playing the old Indian.
Unbelievable move. e5.
So against the old Indian, there are 3 different approaches.
Yes.
Personally, I like to play for,
Need to make
but his knight is already on d7.
Bishop e3.
Let's egg him on, or her.
c6.
Is d5 really going to blast me? That is the question. I have to really decide on the placement of my pieces here. My opponent may have chosen the best line. Let's go this way.
Natural move bishop e2, bishop e7, h3, I guess. Yeah. Knight f3 again.
Is he going to attack me?
Queen d2. Yeah.
He has not committed himself on that side of the board.
a5, rook c1.
So aim at the queen.
Play queen b8. Yes.
And now, fancy enough, I don't see it.
He missed it.
Alright,
Or
so he's waiting for me to castle, I imagine. Or he's gonna go nuts.
g5.
He went nuts. So now we're gonna open up the center.
e5. e5. Yes. What to play, I didn't see.
I have to decide how I'm gonna continue.
I should find something. Maybe knight e1. Knight f8. Yes. he should be in military camp.
He should be in military camp. c5 might have been a move there to lock down on those squares, but I'm a little worried about my c5 pawn becoming a wee bit weak.
Knight g6.
We will see. Well, not what I was expecting, actually. Let's head this one off preemptorily.
Maybe some combination. G4.
Chess. As long as we keep a pawn on e5.
But why not take on G4? I take bishop c5. Put knight on f4. Bishop take e7. Take on e7.
Can we remove a defender?
Yes. Very interesting player.
But it's over now.
Knight e2. Wake up lonely. Check, I want to be. Queen take e2. On one breath play. Yes, move by breath. Beautiful game. h5.
Where is the knight going? It must have been love.
Yes.
But it's over now.
Some unpleasant check.
We need to improve our knight. The knight really wants to go? What do we say? e5? f5, I mean. I just want him to think we're going to e5, so the queen has to stay.
Queen d6. Interesting.
Wow.
Believe me, it will be many surprises in this.
Can I get to the square that I want to get to most quickly?
Yes.
No. I feel there has to be something here.
No.
I don't really want to allow queen to d4 check. But I also don't want to allow anything else.
Queen f6. Yes.
We're going to batten down the hatches on this side of the board.
Develop rest of pieces, maybe not develop. Rook take d8, now position like this. Rook take d8, now position like this. Rook d1, check, I want.
We have base in.
Yes, h4. To push your facet pawn. Of course, why not? Queen f4.
Where are you going?
Why not take on a5? Queen c1, check.
Do I want to trade queens? I don't think so.
Why not? Knight e1.
We will batten down these hatches separately.
Try to make portrait. Yes. King f1. Yes. Looks winning position. Capture on b2.
Do I have to be concerned?
Yes.
I do have to be concerned. It's a bummer. I should have played Queen C3. Let's repeat.
Believe he will keep this position. Knight D3. Queen D4. Queen D2. Yes. F6.
You saw it.
F3. Check.
No more checks.
Check. Yes. King E6. But knight C5 was interesting attempt. Try to check. Which side is more dangerous? King F7. Queen takes B7. Check. King G6. Yes. Knight D3. Queen take on C4.
Where are you headed?
He will drink too much blood. Yeah.
Cautious. We now have a winning endgame. But how to get there from here?
Queen A6, yes. Queen B3, okay.
Gotta cover the knight against.
On A4. Yes. King F2. In trouble. King H5 now. G1. Yes. Yes. Resign.
Good morning, TFS. How are you? All right. Hold on here. The next round starts. 1 second. I hope that you did not miss a round. 2 games going. Cut 21 players. Beast mode. This is a team effort. Kingslayer Sloan. Logic. I'm gonna have to start including you in my tweets. How many people really like Dimitri? I know, I was joking a little bit about the half-point buy. Yep. Very good point. Learning chess. Ron Hay. Logic, and we got the battle between the streamers here. So Merpent, what is your next tournament? Oh, that is Dimitri Merpent. It is on my end, yes. It's an extension for Lee Chess called Dimitri. You can have Maurice Ashley. Should we switch to Maurice Ashley for a little bit? If Merpent is still here? Yes. Let's switch to one that I haven't used. What is the other one? Hold on, I have to figure out how to set the settings again. I have to really do the tournaments for the remainder of the week. We have a few guys. David Howell is coming up on November 14th. so we can plan ahead for David Howell's birthday. I'm going to see him at the end of the month, at the end of November. So if I click on the extension,
Oh,
100 checks.
so he has only few seconds. He's active. 10.
Here we go. I found the settings. Who is John Cherna?
It just doesn't feel like it's likely to. Ugh. Oh, God.
Did you guys just turn off my Skype?
Not too much dynamism in.
All right, Apostolette, 15 seconds to the next round. You don't know yet. I don't blame you. Of our streamers, we definitely have to give Rogan and Logic credit. I'm going to stick with Maurice for a moment against Jeff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try the new guy. I'm going to try this.
And the rest is tech.
I don't know if I like Jeff Chernoff.
So, knight f6 was indeed played. C4.
Alright, I'm going to go with my old standby. I like offering gifts. I come bearing gifts.
I mean, this is a very computer position.
Very computer position. Alright. I'm afraid that he's gonna have to go.
Okay, guys.
I'll give him 10 moves. How about that?
A6. B6. D6. Yeah, he's pretty insane. Knight C3. E4.
Is this bad?
Knight F3. All right. Bishop G4. Oh. Yeah, but I mean, okay. Yeah. Bishop B2.
My opponent did not sack a pawn, by the way. I'm just hoping to get one more move out of it, like that one, for example. I was going to take on F3 previous move because he has knight D2. But we've removed all of the pressure. Removed all of the pressure of E5 happening. And we get to keep up the pressure on the center in roundabout various ways. The only problem is we don't get any pressure on the A file. I'm really missing my extra A file of pressure. What to play? Now maybe resign. It doesn't like music in the background. Alright, that was 12 moves. We're going to Maurice now.
He's not as fast as he probably.
Those half the sky.
Bishop on F4. Knight C4 was what you wanted to do. Again, you're going to be looking at it, scratching your head, saying, "What's that about? I'm not really sure." Bishop E2 is possible. And look, Once you're superior in the endgame to someone, you can basically beat them like a drum in chess.
Can I overwork myself? Nah. Do I want to overwork myself?
What?
Knight takes b2, queen takes b2, queen a5.
You're gonna need some martial arts moves.
Rook on a to c1 or bishop d2. It's just not worth it. We're gonna regroup. We're just going to enjoy this position to the fullest, because normally I'm down a pawn for all of this play. And the attack on the weaknesses. I don't even know where to go next. Is the knight on a4 good? I don't think so. There are no attackers on the king side. My knight really wants to be on c6, on f6. That's where I should have been. That's exactly where I should have been. Knight f6, intending knight takes b2, knight takes e4, rook on a to b8, etc. So scour that FIDE calendar. What do I want to suggest? Are you on the mainland of Europe, Merpent? I'm not asking where you live. Even though it is probable and possible that I may already know. My queen is horribly misplaced here. You'd never really be leading a battery with your queen.
A dynamic change in the game, absolutely, right from jump. Queen a5.
Yes, we're going to start dismantling some of this.
b3 is really bad. Was played. Look at this guy. c4.
You really want to play moves like these when the opponent cannot play a knight to d4.
And whatever you do, right now, the most popular move, I'll call it, and now
the d3 square is looming.
just taking on c4. So this is definitely a plus, I think.
Can I? So,
And this game is coasting towards a draw.
knight takes, queen takes, rook to b4. Queen to c2. Alright, fine.
Knight takes on c4.
We've managed to sacrifice a
Now,
pawn.
taking on c4.
Rook to b4, queen to
Some
c3.
really nice moves. Rook
Grab
to
the open file instead.
c8.
mainly concentrating on dominating the bishop.
What?
I'm sorry, dominating the knight. Wow, it's gotten so bright with the sun coming in. You can tell it stopped raining.
Chess against you. Queen to E2.
It is a beautiful day for Halloween here.
And you remember where you were when it happened. And I can be sure all of you will remember where you were. And we know where we were because it's right here. These players who know that this could be and will be remembered for all time to come. It will be something that you will tell your kids about, your grandkids about. When one of the greatest players of all time, and maybe the greatest player of all time, Tessa's medal. What egregious error.
I want the 7th rank. How do I get the 7th rank? Let's trade queens.
Queen to B5 in this position.
Oh no,
maybe
my
maybe
queen
I'm
trade
not
down
winning.
a pawn.
Maybe I make a mistake in some table-based position. Queen D2.
Come on.
Well, guess what happened? Knight C5. You know, it's kind of strange because this morning I was having breakfast with Fabiano. I mean, Knight takes C5 also looked natural. Rook takes C5. Right? So, Rook A C8. How do I break through? And now look at this one. And the move bishop E3.
And now
Rook to C3. The house is burning down. And
oh no, my D4 square.
Rook to C3. So many players have been here before, and after Queen C2,
interesting.
for sure. Yes. Like 2-3 moves a second. Just instant. Rook D1. That's for sure. This novelty, Queen to D3. Not at all happy and looking at the clock. And now the potential maybe for Rook to C2, of course, A4. King F8. King H2 madness. Why did he play this quiet move, forcing King to E8, leaving that magic for the king on G3. Check this out. I think it's going to be quite tricky for him. So, in this position, look at D4.
That does limit me.
This is, I'm just going to keep making
just a
moves.
smidge.
You see here. Also, The rook is about to come down to b2. So bishop g5, you have to be very careful what you do on the next move. The Indians are saying basically f6, bishop to h6, check. Now it's getting worse and worse. King g4, rook b4 doesn't work. Check, and then what? Takes on e7, and f5, check, e5, and guess who's hanging again? Well, guess what happened? The king on e6. Takes on d6. And now this current position, bam, bishop to e5, d6. f4. f5, a5, as he is now playing the move f6, a4, f7.
Jeff
a3.
got me.
Game's over.
Jeff got me. Grr. Check this out, folks. Check it out. Good work, Jeff. The Quality Chess Tournament. Chess Fundamentals of Capablanca. For $0. It's hard to believe that it's $0. All right. This is where I really was going. So, rook on b to c8. I should have played c4 straight away. That makes sense. I was a little concerned about, but that doesn't seem to be a concern. And did it just get worse and worse? Did I just lose my pawn? And then I was just spiraling. Then I have some point in the game where I can be better. Rook to b2 straight away. Of course. Silly me. And then after rook to d3, I can hold this position. Not my cup of tea. I like what I did later. g5. And it's this moment where I mess up. Bishop to b6. Maybe rook to c3. Then I can barnacle on those squares. My plan of playing king to b6, king to c5 was good. Good job, Jeff. Yeah, you outplayed me solidly. King c7. I don't know, I'm not interested in playing passively. If I'm gonna lose, I'm just gonna lose. Yeah, and then I had no chance. Cheers, Logic. Thank you. Yeah, I started the last game down at a couple of minutes. I don't know that much about logic, but we are going to try.
At any rate, precipitously. But D5 is totally killing.
That's right. We were here before.
Knight of 6.
We were here before in a Verisov. I wonder if he's done his homework.
Knight BD7. F3. Now
yesterday,
still, it looks very strong. E3.
A Wonder Liang. Yesterday I played the immediate E4 with absolute chaos. For those of you wishing to see the other side of the story, Logic is streaming here. Check him out.
Take a look. Look at your game. E6.
Well, that's interesting.
And this board is wrong.
This board is wrong.
C7. Queen E2.
What I'm looking for.
Castle. Well, and the engines like to move H4. Unreal.
You know, Maurice has started to grow on me. In an 11-round tournament, we have a small chance of catching up. What happened to Rogan? Where did Rogan go?
So,
oh, I see. That's just showing me the two that are in my game right now.
He won't forgive himself. B6.
So I'm not getting my knight to that square so easily.
And
now it should be perfectly clear,
right,
to everyone that I am playing for the attack.
I'm here as the computer guy. Bishop to B7.
I'm here as the computer guy. Yes.
G4.
Not that I'm asking for H6, but if he so feels inclined, I wouldn't mind at all.
And
having that hook,
get out of there.
Could be quite nice. The center is closed, so my king is safe. Grandmaster Joel Benjamin once gave a nice pre-game speech to all the players who did not get castled in the previous game, that they should at least be, if they choose not to castle, if they're really, really intent on not castling, they have to be one move away from castling the entirety of the time. They have to be one move away
E5
from castling. Alright, now the sky is officially falling.
We're not taught to play this kind of move.
Let's go this way. Offering a pawn. Yes, I'm offering a pawn.
Is showing why he is simply one of the best players, best prepared players in the world.
So takes.
So the engines give the edge to black, firmly to black.
Let's keep up the attack.
Hello, let's get it started. Again. And so that's not a great line. By the way, he can now play and now let's get to the main culprit.
Star Trek made the first contact.
And now the potential maybe for
I am curious as to what
hanging again.
The continuation will be. Just like the weaknesses that I mentioned before, like you can't really worry about weaknesses.
Absolutely. I mean,
in this position,
castling is not a table base right now.
it's an absolute positional sacrifice. If I lose this game, it'll be because I played poorly. The compensation I feel in this position is solid. That is true. He does have a bit of a tactic here. I'm hoping to answer it with a tactic. I'm hoping to answer his tactic with my tactic.
G6 again. Queen to G4. A6 in the game. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
He saw it.
So H5.
He saw it. Bishop A3. Queen takes C3. Is he getting anywhere though?
But according to the engines, equal, right? Bishop takes B2, check. It's gonna be merciless checks. King to B1.
He still has no more attackers to
So there are a lot
continue.
of tactical opportunities. What?
To continue this.
Took on D7. And I think that the theme now, that right at this moment, we've got to think about going into that second half of the game and how the players are going to handle the time pressure as the game heats up. And check. King on C2, on C1. Queen A3 is a little bit annoying. Check again. King D2. Certainly the engine going crazy. Check.
This was the
What about
plan.
King E2? Check. But then rook takes on f3, check for sure.
And now, the moment of truth, everyone.
All right. Suddenly, rook to g3, check.
He did get another check out of the deal.
I mean, that's the only move.
He panicked. He did have me. He did absolutely have me. Good game logic. That was a rough one. No, but in this position he had rook f7, and I'm not sure what I'm doing after this. Yeah, you did have rook f7. That was key. But you had rook f7 and rook e7 earlier. I should not have run for it. I should have just repeated the position. It was my fault that I ran to e2 and lost. So ideally, probably it should have been just a perpetual check on the queen side. I should have just gone back and forth. But in my zeal to avoid the draw, this positional sacrifice is not good. G5 is good though, according to the computer. G5 was a good move. E takes f5, and castles was beast mode. I didn't necessarily like just taking back though, but it is very unclear. Your knight still doesn't have that much in the form of prospects. The king is still open. I have compensation for the pawn. I was very lucky, logic. I was really, really, really lucky. The good player is, as Capablanca said, hopefully, always lucky. Unfortunately, you find out that your opponent is also a good player. Now what? Now we flip a coin for it. We see who's luckier. That's all it was. It was a coin flip. Yes, queen c7 was a little bit of a lemon, huh? I thought this was necessary. He saw that after bishop a3, I was going to fork. And then I don't have any problems. So he stopped it, but what is the problem here? What are they suggesting? h5. That's a hard move to make. h5, they say. G takes h6, knight f6, queen g1, queen f4. Fair enough. Then rook takes c3, and stepping out of danger. You're going to have to play very actively and aggressively backwards. Wow. So a6 gave me a wee bit of an attack. Bishop a3, and I should have just played king to b1 right away. I was still worried about the same sack. Is there no attack? There's just no attack, huh? H takes g6, and there's no check. I get all of the attack that I wanted and more. Got it. So I shouldn't have taken the knight. In my game, I don't think I should have taken the knight. So bishop takes b2, and I could have just moved over, and it would be the same position. So I allowed the equality here. So my first thought was I should have perhaps checked. So that on rook f7, I get to play rook takes h7. Queen b4, queen c3, and I don't escape because I can't have my queen on the e file. So takes. And now king e2, running into the abyss. Well, rook takes f3 wasn't as good as just rook e7. Save rook f3 check for later. Ah. Is that why? So for rook f3 check, king g2, rook e7 is forced. This is the move that I was looking at. You still have to play that way. This check does nothing but trap my own queen. And then you're back in the driver's seat again. All right, Apostolette, 20 seconds to game time. Apostolette, 20 seconds to game time. Good morning, Ron. Good luck.
C5. Well, now it's funny to see moves like this.
All right, I'm retiring Maurice for Yasser after that sketchy performance.
I don't. D6. What about D4? CD4. And knight takes D4. Again, it's knight. F6. Knight C3. Knight C6. So bishop D2, E5. Knight F3.
So this is a perfect example for a power blunder. White has already moved.
How's your chessboard? I see some questions.
So now I have a choice in this position. I can stop bishop c4 with bishop e6, then this happens in the knight order. Or I can stop bishop g5 with bishop e7. Notice that he's already moved his rook. I'm sorry, his bishop, his light scored bishop. So this is the logical move to play.
Oh, good for black. Castle. Bishop E6.
Is my king being in the center going to cause some problems?
H6.
Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't allow.
Brutal.
Bishop g5. Knight g5.
E3.
All right, the dark squares are officially weak. Let's pounce.
You're burning your bridges.
Merry Christmas.
That's one way of looking at it.
Coming from the facts, I just put this on your wish list. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Knight takes D5. Queen takes D5, which is okay. Right.
Can I? Can I go absolutely nuts?
Immediately.
Can I go absolutely nuts? I'm going to give him control of the file.
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Coming from the facts.
Oh my word. Bishop C5.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I need a square for my king.
Just for all the reasons you're saying, followed by knight takes E5, knight takes E5, captures E5.
Fine.
And
I am strategically lost. It is official.
I guess the party's till 5 o'clock in the morning, or
C4. Bishop G4.
exactly.
I probably should not give up.
I had
the square.
won the World Junior Championship in August of 1979. And today, if you win the World Junior Championship, they give you the Grandmaster title. They say, okay, congratulations, kid, you got the Grandmaster title. In those days, I didn't even get a norm. Then we should be set. That's the trick.
You've got.
Yeah. Rook takes d8. Rook takes d8. I'm a happy camper. Bishop on c3. Rook d3. Rook c1. Sorry. So king f8, but yeah, okay, so let's say b4. Of course, you just simply want to play bishop to e3, but rook c2.
Through your eyes, I can see.
Okay, you are going to go this way, yeah?
Who slowed down Ron? He's less than 2,200 here.
Exactly. And we have bishop.
Get yourself together.
Very nice.
And you can't get out of it.
King e2. Check.
Later will be better. Stuck in the moment. Can't get out of it.
h2.
The answer's next book, The Sunny Side of the Torture.
The sunny side of the torture. You've got to get yourself together. Got stuck in the moment. And you can't get out of it. Don't say that place will be better.
e5. h5, precisely. King e2. Christian, what's happening? That's with a check. g4. How did we do that? And bishop b4 check. King David 7. Rook on f3 check. King g check does gain a tempo. Rook h3. You gotta go King g1, right? Okay, very, very nice. A3? Okay, so...
That was one way to avoid the draw, allowing bishop takes A3.
This bishop on D4, I personally find it annoying, stubborn. Precisely. So these gentlemen are also very, very close friends. Well, it's an intriguing attempt. Well, here you don't have. Oh.
I was just checking the chat. At least I'm not going to play rook to A1 check.
Pawn structure and bishop.
I do have to decide not to allow a skewer. How about that?
Bishop H6. Don't wonder a tactic. Well, I just wanted to say, and chase the king.
Gotta stay on white squares now.
E6, yeah.
Is that the problem?
Do you walk into this tempo? Hello? I don't know. This move rook b4 came very, very quickly. That looks kind of interesting. Okay, but indeed.
I'm already on my third life in this game, as I believe that I've lost this game twice before.
Black is at an exchange. Right.
Can I do that? I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. Only thing I consider is I'm on a terrible diagonal.
Help me, guys.
From London to Saigon, and all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. Yeah, I'm toast. I could not allow that. Two pawns on the 6th. How could I throw that game away? Ye gods. I was doing so well on the end game. All this is theory. Castles may be better than bishop e6, but knight g5. If knight g5, knight d4, yeah, that's right, I remember. I was so concentrated on, so h6 without castles. And I'm just dead lost. Bishop f3, bishop takes g7. Yeah. I've been all around the the globe, trying to protect your soul. How bad is it? It's so bad. Counterplay. Oh, really? I just have to assist. Silly me. Never occurred to me that I could just assist. And I do need to guard the pawn. I can't really let it go. I can't hang my rook either like I did in the game. Pegasus, good game, sir. Yeah. Try not to hang rooks. Try not to hang pawns on g7. That was my first life that I felt I lost. So, bishop d6 is the move. Keeping this diagonal controlled. I really didn't consider it enough, but I just didn't want my bishop to be loose. But his bishop is loose. All around the globe, trying to protect your soul. And there are no more checks. And he can't push the pawn because I just get to capture. Yep. After this move, I'm just dead lost. Hold. So I can really play this move? It does not seem like I should be able to play that move. b7, king e8, rook f6, and rook b6. I suppose so. That would be a much more difficult game to play. J.L. Enamorado. Who do we have now? Diligent daily training in the dojo. Diligent daily discipline. This is all about practicing and giving yourself the environment where you can ask questions on how to improve your game.
When I met your mom, she said
you can't actually know what you need to do.
Right.
You really cannot know what you need to do unless you actually play chess.
After this move, knight c3.
Yasser and I are good friends.
Maybe it's even bishop g5.
Where did...
c6.
So he played c6 without me playing rook to c1. Can I get away without, yes, this move? That's correct.
Castles. I mean, I'm trying to get out of the pin, and you keep it going. Castle 1.
I'm taking not moving my f1 bishop to the greatest of extremes.
And now,
I will be in Dubai.
Just for fun, setup.
On November 24th to the 28th. Let's meet there. I'll see you in Dubai. Less than a month away.
Okay. This is the crucial moment.
I bet that most people who play the Queen's Gambit declined play against the exchange variation of the Queen's Gambit decline so much that they really don't know the proper move order and what they're supposed to be doing.
Help me, guys. White's best move, according to the chess theoreticians, is the move h4.
Speaking of Dubai,
Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clicking that game. Everyone's doing out, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustle, I'm making my name. Sometimes
I did blunder a little bit there.
every step I get to, I'm clicking that game.
Just a little bit.
We're making our fame. Bonafide hustle, I'm making my name.
Yes, that was the blunder. I allowed knight takes c3. We're gathering the forces. This one endures, and a copy run is coming. Alright, moment of truth.
Okay, so what does he have in mind?
First things first.
Okay, so he takes c5 this time.
Never take drugs when I'm high up. All the music from an MC in the hood growing up. It gets hard when you try to blow it up. Don't stress if you say fuck it, you like I'm giving up. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is
I suppose making my visas, slipping on my government, you know how it does, man. I'm fresh from Lagos, fresh from Nigeria. If I look angry, it's not so much to my visa. If you walk into my kitchen, you will see the white powder. I'll be by the cooker, whipping it through harder. Don't be alarmed, I'm just cooking by the gear. African boy, I'll never be a drug dealer. I rather sell the pepper in the markets of Abuja. I'm a legend, something like JJ or Kocha. My name is Olusola, I just set on my visa. I live every day like it's the 1st of October. The greatest hustler on earth I know is my mother. That's on.
It's only a pawn, folks. It's only a pawn.
I just wanna make my dollar and my naira.
all I wanna do is take your money. 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 MIA, third world democracy. Yeah, I got more records in the KGB. So
More records than the KGB.
No question about it. I always think about these world champions, and especially George's far out there, Anatoly Karpov. They kind of swag. And it was like they knew that they were the best players in the world, and it's like whoever their challenger was, you know, bring them on. So queen to e2, by the way.
Just in case my knight gets driven away. no time for the love you sent. Seasons change and so did I.
It was like, he played 19-3 with a little twist. I like that.
He's getting back his pawn.
I think it was Particover. Particover said everything.
That is unfortunate. But I am getting the exchange. Whoa! He didn't play Queen C8 check. He did not play Queen C8 check, winning the pawn on G4. And I was going to have to sack the exchange.
I forgot. Okay, so let's say
It's true that on F6 I did want to play F5, but I just don't like the idea of the G file remaining closed. So we're going to play F5, Knight F4, and then we'll prepare. We will absolutely prepare to play G5. I mean, we are up a pawn, so it's just a matter of time attempting to. Now on that move, of course, I might just tempo the bishop.
The oldest defense in the world, run fast.
yeah.
Well, I take that back. Back to the G file. No time for the love you sent.
Boy,
You need not wonder why.
There's no time left for you. No time left for you. No time.
C4.
Got no time.
Okay. An absolute monster.
Got no time. I got no time.
Rook to D2.
We're just going to keep applying the screws to our opponent's position.
A5.
So after G6,
Yes. GF6. GF6.
I'm not hearing the applause.
But we do have on the board Queen F4. Oh. Where did? Which makes a lot of sense.
I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating, saying so.
wow, he didn't take with the rook.
Yes.
Carry me home.
And how did that line go again? Once again. The move with G2. Again. Very, very nice.
Queen D3 check.
Queen D3 check. Gotta get your down on it. But I really like this with Queen C2.
gosh.
How could I throw this game away like this?
This is Groundhog Day.
Obviously.
Now came the move knight c1. Check. Took the pawn on that 5, and he's keeping it right now. The players all played some very, very common routines.
I still have no future.
Queen d3. Well,
I still have no future.
the players are playing a little bit quicker. They're feeling the bottom of the chess clock. F5. Queen takes d4. Queen c4. I was also thinking that even if you did go here, I'm not 100% sure about this. Knight c3. Check. Okay. King e6.
You piece of dung, you know, like.
Queen c4, check. Okay.
Wow. I'm so lucky I only lost 9 rating points there. How could I throw this game away? That is the first question. But first, coffee. I was definitely short on coffee. Oh no. Yes, indeed. Coffee time now. I need to make about 10 moves really quickly in this game. And then I'm going to, do I gain time on the first move? d4, knight f3. I'm going to build up a full minute, and I'm running for coffee. Uh-oh. My opponent's not here.
It's strange what little I know about this position.
How many rounds has he been missing? Believ, are you in the chat? Believ 1978, are you in the chat? I was going to build up several minutes, but I'm going to take this 1 minute now.
Yeah. Help you guys. Sorry. This has been the go-to variation for white and black. Okay. Bobby Fischer. It's Cuba. Libya. U.S. versus Mongolia. Bobby.
I did not expect him.
Comes in and shakes the guy's hand and goes, what's your name? Over his hand says, Bobby was like, excuse me, could you repeat that? One more time for the road. Didn't get any better. Bobby writes on his score sheet, Bobby Fischer, a Mongolian. That's on his score sheet. A Mongolian. Great, okay. It's Bobby Fischer. It's Cuba.
All right, that was close.
Libya. U.S. versus Mongolia. Bobby.
I lucked out. My opponent is
What's your name?
not aware that it's 7 rounds, perhaps.
Excuse me, could you repeat that?
Coffee time now, indeed.
One more time for the road. Didn't get any better. Bobby writes on his score sheet, Bobby Fischer, a Mongolian.
Fortunately, we had Yasser in the background.
A Mongolian. Great, okay. And we got to this position.
So how are we doing? I'm just going to take my leave for a moment here. Oh no, Kingslayer Sloan. It is your turn too. Roken, you alright? I hope he's okay. That is a little bit of a misstep. Roken. Good morning. Diligent, daily, discipline, and practice. That's what it's all about.
Spent such little time.
So Ron Hay and I are not in first place. Who is Joey? Are you a poker player? Joey's the mush. Joey's the mush. Joey the mush. We will see. I shouldn't use this, how are we doing here in the background? I guess it looks okay. Relatively clean room here. Who is Joey? Joey could be taken down by JL and Alvarado. I still haven't gotten over that last game. Let's analyze that since we're here. The Rubinstein variation. So here, 94, E5, and the move that I really missed is knight d6. I really want to play knight to d6. So d takes e5. And if knight takes e5, he is completely overworked on the king side, like uber crazy. We can capture first, capture second, capture third, and then capture. Gags. That's crazy. Bishop takes f6 first. Then bishop takes d5 first with that threat. And then rook takes d5. Absolutely. We proved it. We saw it. It worked out. And of course, we're taking on e5, we're taking on f6, we're getting everything here. Rook d6 looks crushing too. Threatening knight f6 and queen h7. So, what else can he play? Does this work? What would I do on this move? Anyway, that was a missed opportunity. There must be another missed opportunity later, because I liked my position a lot. Bishop e6. Queen a6. That was the move I didn't see. Bishop e6, queen e2, queen to d8, f4 is a little ambitious, king to b1 is probably safest. Yep, that's what it said. f6 and knight d3 also a little lame. I did have to follow through with f5 like I mentioned in the game. My opponent blunders in return when he had queen to c8 check, winning the pawn on g4, skewering through. I was literally going to have to give up the ghost here after queen c2 and just give it up. I couldn't afford anything else. They're mopping up the butcher's floor of your broken little heart. Please be certain to join the Discord if you haven't already. You get most of the stream announcements, especially the instructional announcements. We're not going to be able to announce them through Lichess if it's a non-stream Discord thing. You can also follow on my socials. We have a few things to go here. We're older now and the light is dim, and you are only just beginning.
to all your feel. It's short, it's simple, it's crystal clear. It's roundabout and it's somewhere here. Lost amongst our winning.
Social accounts.
Job on you. They head to his man, they're in the groove. They post you down, you're good as new. And they're lining up to inspect you. As wide as it goes, found the answers that we lost. We're all weeping now, weeping because there ain't nothing we can do to protect you. Children. Lift up your voice. Lift up your
There we go, the new and updated socials. Minus a typo. Oh, I needed to edit it a little bit more. That's the one. Alright, we're back. One game going. Para NL versus Ron Hay. Good job, Para NL, to be in this game. We're having a rough day here. It only appears. I might have taken that pawn on just to lock his king out. Or at least oh my gosh. Broken Joe Sloan with the raid. One of the legends of the stream. How are you doing, Roken? I noticed you might have accidentally missed a game. I hope you're okay. I meant to actually check on your stream then, when you missed that game. Let's get the legends up. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. Most of you already know me as we run in the same circles on Twitch much of the time. Yes, I did accidentally begin teaching chess in the August of 1984. Why, what happened, buddy? Was it that bad? Oh, all right. Who is Joe? I am death-defyingly afraid that this is England. Oh no, good, it's Denmark. I'm trying to think of everybody I know from Denmark.
C6, E3.
Retty's opening.
Very nice. He's up an exchange. E5.
I'm not sure if that's a real thing. A bad chess day. I have to really think about what you just said. I mean, it's possible.
Oh, yeah.
But can that be true?
Knight C3. Knight B7.
With you.
White has a huge, nearly decisive advantage.
Thank you, Yasser. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I will always love you. A bad me day. Whoops. Always love you. I will always love you. So the system we're playing is a pretty popular one for the Soviet Union around the late or mid to 1960s.
Yeah.
An old Soviet secret system here.
Very quickly played. And I want to capture an F3. Queen takes F3 with knight F5. That's a lot. Knight E6. G4.
What? I did not think that was possible.
Don't blunder a tactic.
Alright, now that I have a material advantage, I am never letting go. Never letting go.
Right.
I guess the party's till 5 o'clock in the morning now.
Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Do I want to give back the material? Not really. But there is a problem with this attack. That much is true.
Yeah, this was my fear.
My knight doesn't have too many squares, so let's just rough it, and if he gets his pawn back, that's fine.
Go ahead and show us how you might be determined. Okay, well, let me just get my knight out of the way. He played knight E2.
And 3.5. Shut up and drive.
Sorry.
Shut up and drive. So, what is the story here?
Clench your move. Knight C6.
As much as I like to exchange
So I
because
was
I'm
trying to
up in
analyze
material.
this position. At the same time, there were other games, and I was flipping back and forth, and suddenly, bang. And the studio was Ivanchuk. Ivanchuk is right. Ivanchuk had just played the move rook takes a4, and his opponent resigned. You go, why did he resign? Why didn't you just take the rook and then see what the opponent was going to do? And I hadn't figured out how black was going to win.
And now we're in this.
So the moment of truth.
That's a nice one.
Not super happy about this, but it may involve a sacrifice.
And let's just D3.
Well, that's a bummer.
I gotta
When
say,
I
I think
was
that this is perfectly fine.
Never there. Everywhere. You're everywhere. I'm really worried about my F7 square, so I guess
I should be trading stuff. Let me trade stuff. Now he can take on F4. Well, I just wanted to say, again, the very little I remember about this, Robert Burns' idea is his
whoa, I lost a piece. I lost a piece to E6. Is that crazy or what?
Captures E5. Look at you guys go. Captures E5. So, but as expected, bishop B5. Check. So king F8.
Oh no. I can't guard it?
Precisely.
Huh. This is looking sketchy.
It's a devastating thing.
I'm losing. Mindset. It's all mindset. Playing a good game of chess is 99% mindset.
And now we can think about how to get this work on H1. And don't forget,
do I have any chances at all? I have to attack his king, back rank. Cross my fingers that this works. Activity, Uber alles.
You gotta get your... in fact, after...
You see me.
Is there a way to increase the pressure, though? So you're right. I forgot. Right. Conspiracy theorists.
We're trying our best to stay in the game, but we are totally crushed, obviously.
From the, you know, D3.
We are obviously totally crushed.
An absolute monster. Exactly. Ooh, or something like that.
But at least it's check.
Take out A2. Queen takes D5, which is okay. Here I would get really, really scared.
Would you, Yasser? Would you really?
And again, all I'm trying to say, and we're up to date with the player.
We now have our rook in the game. Well, was it a good stream at least, Roken?
Uh-oh. Actually, I've played a lot of games with this. Sorry.
Who is Joe?
I don't know if it's 50-50.
Who is Joey? Joey's the much.
White may win 50% of the time. Black may lose. I think it's less than that. Queen D3.
That does happen. It is a drawback to the Swisses. We all have to.
You know what I'm thinking?
Too many chess players participate.
Okay, it's time to go in.
All right, now the moment of truth.
Well, here. So Queen A1, check. Again.
All part of the plan.
Pretty low. Being A5. If
All part of the plan.
Go ahead and show us how White would.
I did not expect King C1. For some strange reason, I thought he was going to play King E3. But he couldn't play king e3.
Bit artificial.
I hallucinated that he didn't have king e3. Checkmate follows on a1. Are the tie breaks already tallied? So learning chess. Basically, if you win, you get all of your opponent's tie breaks. Puzzles are not good on the viewers? I disagree. You can definitely do Puzzle Rush. You can definitely do I'm sorry, not Puzzle Rush, Puzzle Racer, where everybody gets to compete with you. You don't have to be an authority, you just have to be a person who is sharing the journey of becoming better together with your audience. That's my story. I don't necessarily think that I know what I'm doing. I have had 2 terrible days in a row. I lost 3 games yesterday. I lost 3 games today. And I learned something. So the stream is... Well, I can't, unfortunately, I've become addicted. I can't actually study chess. But, you have a huge advantage over me. This is one of the reasons why I was saying that you can become partner faster because of your name. You have a great name. I didn't put my name. Imagine I've got a great name, MacArthur, right? Everybody knows a MacArthur who's great. Whether they're a military person or a rich person or a charity person. The John D. MacArthur Foundation and the General MacArthur and all those guys. Or if you're a director, you know, there's also a MacArthur who's a director, a film producer. In general, I've got a good name, but you have an everyman, forceful, determined character that can apply to any field. So I would suggest that when we get around to it, we need to schedule a regular stream. And we'll talk more about that later.
Sure.
I'm going to send you a Zoom link.
It's strange. What little I know.
What do I want to do? Tatiana beat me yesterday. Oh no, I managed to draw. How did I draw that game? I feel that this is not fair, but you can... Oh, I drew the game because I didn't know how to win.
That's what I'd be thinking as well.
This game could have been a simul. All right, we have to decide. Yes, courage.
That's a very good one.
Thank you, yes.
Suppose I did something like...
I'm going with Dimitri. We're returning to the classics. We're returning to the classics.
E5 now. Recently I watched one with Gary Kasparov.
So the Benoni is not supposed to be played.
Attacking chess. He told some, I call it golden rule. If you made some consecutive
Knight
10
C3.
threads in
The
consecutive
snake.
threads, your opponent will blunder. What else? Castle should play faster.
The snake.
Yes. Okay.
Did I have an advantage here? I was debating whether or not I had an advantage there. I've never had the... No, seriously, you've got a great, great name.
I think it was...
Everyone loves Joe. Seriously, everyone loves Joe. So now my thought is that I want to take advantage of the rook on that square. Hey, hey, hey. Pardon my language. But it needs a second chance. You've got a piece of my heart.
Yes.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Starting to play basic.
So what pawn is he going to return to me? That is the question.
Maybe now f5.
That is the question. What pawn will he return to me?
Knight f3.
I'm not actually interested in getting the pawn back.
Otherwise, it's ball and game.
But I am interested in the maximum amount of discomfort for my opponent. Everybody needs a new romance.
No, she's good. Pandora.
Everybody needs a second chance. So my name on Lee Chat on as far as my Twitch channel goes is Master Chess Dojo. How much flexibility do you think that really gives me? Not a lot. Well, that was funny. I did not expect that at all.
Some discoordination in life. Yes.
I did not expect that at all. I actually gained time out of this ordeal. Come on, baby, let's go.
But what about...
Now, why is my opponent taking so long to move? That is my question.
F take e4. Yes. Knight on g5.
Like, why is my opponent taking so long to move?
Queen.
Period.
Yes.
Especially a player with a lot of experience in 2230. Now, are they respecting me that much? I could get behind that. If my opponent is respecting me that much, I appreciate it.
Excellent move.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I know where you're headed there, Rogan, but oh my god, the bikers are back. I really do need the camera. The Sunday bikers in the neighborhood, they bike all over Howard. The whole Jamaica Bay area. Howard Beach.
Yes.
I run away with you. Now, it is possible that people may or may not use assistants. My opponent has not done that as far as I know. But you could look up 1 or 2 moves throughout the game. Like, you could play chess to a great extent. I'm going to change the background on the birthday events, but how do I do it?
B7.
Wow.
So, what now? Knight take e4.
As long as I'm attacking something, I do not mind.
Bishop f8.
I'm in love with you. We will return to the scene
Knight g5.
of the demise. You look.
Using most straight line. G6, yes. D6.
Let's keep the queen at the bay.
Yes.
It's okay, queen c4 is not that much of a threat.
Bishop g7.
Alright, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe queen to c4 check is a threat.
3 side.
Investigating connectivity issues in 9 minutes. That's not good. So is it possible that he has an internet connection problem? Is everybody getting this message? Investigating internet connectivity issues in 9 minutes. If I click on it, I should get more. When you need an engine to win? What happened there, Para NL? You thought, who is Joe? Alright, let's check out the game. Now, Para NL, we're supposed to frown upon that if you think that your opponent is using help. Who did he beat? I don't think Who is Joe was doing that. Well, it definitely, from my perspective, he had 2 games in a row where he had no opponent show up. Was this the one? It was round 5 started. Oh no, my bishop. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was this one. Alright. So Who is Joe is gaining rating points hand over fist here. This looks like a perfectly normal, especially very human position. This one is normal. That's not a good move. That's not a good move. If Who is Joe plays to Grunfeld as black, this is an extremely logical continuation. Good. Thank you, Roken. I don't know what this means to us, but I'm a little worried. So, moment of truth. Is this winning, pawn ending, winning? That's a breakthrough. It's official. Alright. Oh no, my bishop. Round 5 started. Unless he's watching someone else's game. I saw nothing about that game that indicated anything para-NL. Whoa, that was it? I managed to make it into the placings. Just barely. Well, I'm happy that our tournament ended, even though we only made it to round 9. It's like the good old days. Babe, babe, 8,000 miles with you. I don't know what the schedule is for Halloween for my family. I don't know. I'm kind of curious myself. I wiped out earlier on exercises. Pegasus, good game today. You're solid. You dipped below, but then you came back up. Oh no, you dipped below again. It's actually a lot like climbing stairs. You have to put your feet down and you have to make sure they're firmly down so you can climb again. I don't think so. I just looked at his games. I mean, if anything, someone was saying that Tatiana was sus, but I really don't worry about it most of the time. I mean, we might lose a tournament or two. Someone amongst us will report them. That's the best way to do it. If you thought he was sus, you should definitely report them. We're not supposed to. There's a terms of service, by the way, terms of service contract with Lichess that you're not going to talk about using an engine or actual cheating in the chat because it brings everyone down. And if you're incorrect, then it's slanderous. So in reality, what you have to do is just report them. If you think that somebody is cheating, you can go to the game or go to this. I'm not going to click on it, by the way, wherever it is. Hold on. Here. Who is Joey? Joey, I don't know if you're in the chat. You can also explain yourself. But it is a brand new account. This is very typical of a sus account. A very brand new account. But it does have his funny name on it. And that is too bad because... No. You can mention it here in our chat. But you're not supposed to, like, who was it that Para-NL mentioned it? You're not supposed to mention it in the Lichess chat. No, interestingly enough, you know, yeah, I mean, I had a very solid game against him. Unfortunately, I won. Or did I? Yes, I won. But did he not do it against me because he was on camera? I mean, he pre-moved b3. And then we played in an extremely anti-computer setup with the Gurkenitsi. This is a modern variation where I prefer not to play bishop g7 because I want to play c5. I love playing this for black, by the way. A friend of mine played this against me, Mike Drager, in the Midwest, and he was a very wise man. But in general, I didn't have any problems with him. I'm anxious to find out what happens in 2 minutes. I am going to break my stream up into smaller bits. So, if anybody remembers to come back, but I am going to be changing up the subject line. Oh no, Tatiana. I don't think you were, and obviously, I don't think that they were in trouble there either. Tatiana. Sure. Tatiana has always been polite. I'm happy you were here, Tatiana. But yeah, there's all sorts of sus things when someone goes thinking way too long in a certain position. You know, you might wonder what's up. But did we really have 26 people in this tournament? The 20th one did not play. But we did have 20 people playing. They did play some games, even though they started late. Alekhine never really played. Never mind. Lou Mendez never really got a chance to play a game. Oh, and then Alekhine left. Yeah, do not enter a Swiss if you don't intend to play. Do not register if you don't intend to play. It should be in the thing. So Logic, I should send
Yeah.
I'm going to send everybody over to Logic for now. I really appreciate everyone. That way I can find out my schedule and we'll know what's going on with the 13 seconds. Because the great thing about Logic, if there is something going on with the Lead Chess server, Logic is a little more flexible than I am. I know he can also do cheese.com if he wants to, or Puzzle Rush. So even you go too. That is true. That is absolutely true. Everyone, I will be back with, I'm planning on book reviews. Rogan, I'm gonna whisper to you Discord link. Maybe we can do that just now before you go to sleep. And we'll talk about some possibilities. I'll give you my Zoom link, all right? And then we can maybe try out some setups. All right, don't go anywhere. Cheers, everybody. Pegasus, ciao. Have a great day, everyone.